look, your food is over here, look. Come on. When the lamb was first born, it was very evident that it was too weak to suck on the mother. So my mother-in-law, who is a wizard with the sheep, got a stomach tube in, no problem. And I came back a couple of hours later to try and feed it a bottle to see would it be able to suck. But still, to no avail. It was just too weak to suck at this stage. After the bottle didn't work, I was starting to panic a bit because I hadn't actually stomach tubed and I knew that this lamb needed milk as soon as possible. This was actually beestons I got from a local farmer, which it was actually cow beestons, but I was told that it worked completely fine for lambs. So I tried to stomach feed it. Things seemed to be going okay, but I wasn't 100% sure exactly what I was doing, and I had heard some horror stories that if you put it into the windpipe instead of the esophagus, it will drown the lamb nearly instantly. So I was a bit hesitant on what I was doing. After a couple of times of stomach tubing and trying it out as best as I could, copy the videos that I had been watching on YouTube, I felt that it was all going okay, but I just still wasn't 100% sure that I was going down to the right pipe. So I had to go to plan C, which I was kind of winging it at this stage because I didn't really know what to do. Come on. How did Teresa do it? One more time. At this stage, I just knew I needed to get some milk into it, so I just winged it and got a syringe and just pumped it slowly into its mouth, which it seemed to work. She seemed to swallow it down, and at least I got some milk into her, which was great. It was still very much touch and go at this stage. I said I'd come back in an hour or two and check on it. I left it underneath the light so it was nice and warm, and it had a nice bed of straw, but it was still touch and go. I wasn't sure was this lamb going to make it. These two lambs that you can see are the stronger ones. They're the ram lambs. I've seen both of them sucking off the mother, so I'm not too worried about them. One of them seems a bit more lethargic than the other guy. But then we have this poor little girl here. We managed to get a stomach tube into her when she was born because she wasn't able to get up to suck on her mother. and we gave her a good drink of milk there. So I'll see now. I got her another about 60 mil or 50 mil into her there a few minutes ago. So I'll just see how she goes over the next couple of hours. She's under the lamp and she's pretty warm, but she's still very weak and doesn't want to get up. After 2 more hours, I went down to check on the lamb and there was zero improvement. I put some straw into a box and brought the lamb up to the house and put it beside the range for a bit more TLC. So that's all the chores done tonight. We'll be back down at 3 o'clock in the morning to have a check on the ewes here, see if anybody's having a lamb or needs some help. And then back down again at 6 or 7. Just gone down in the evening. It is 8:30. Oh God, look, they're here already. Just started me. I don't know, can you see them? Hold on here a second. Sheep, 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 sheep. We see anything here? No. Well, sheep are just in front of me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so it's pretty stressful having the ewes lambing because we're kind of novices. Well, we're complete novices to this. I've helped out with lambing twice for 2 years with my brother-in-law, and it went well then, but it's different when you're doing it on your own. I know I only have 5, but it's still, you're kind of just nervous for them. You don't want anything bad to happen. And they're great sheep, and the ones that have lambed so far, they're really good mothers. And a big shout out to the man that sold me the sheep as well. He let me have the pick of them, and they're all the youngest, and they look like the strongest sheep, so he really done me a favour, and it's good of him to help me out when I'm just getting started. I left this out for you ages ago and you're only after finding it now. Here's their feeder, so I'll just give them, they haven't really eaten any of it. I'll just give them some more when we get into the shed. And that's great that they came down. They're really obedient sheep. It makes my life an awful lot easier. Oh, the door's locked. They're not going to be able to get in. I'll wait and see. I bet they'll follow me straight in. Will they go in? Come on, sheep. Ugh. These are just lovely little lambs. They're so full of life and alert. Come on. They're super cute, they're great. Come on. This is it, she's coming around to herself. This is the first day that she's actually sucked on her own. Every other day was a stomach tube, so hopefully she's on her way back. Although she still has a watery eye.